Back on the KTM. Today we're going to do some experimental riding. No doubt you've either seen a bike with ABS or you're riding a bike with ABS, anti-brake skid. And I must say the one on this KTM is certainly pretty good. It's got me out of the odd sticky situation when I wasn't expecting something to happen on the track. And just knowing that you can jam the brakes on without any kind of trepidation, I guess you would say, that the front wheel's going to lock up. Pretty good peace of mind. But us motorcycle riders being what we are, some of us anyway, look out, we tend to think that we're all pretty good riders, and I want to see whether it's possible to outbrake the ABS. So what I'm going to do is going to find a nice piece of gravel road, set up some lines on that road, do some test runs with the ABS on, and then turn the ABS off. We're going to hit that line at 100 k's an hour and see if we can outbrake the ABS. Man versus computer, who will win? And then they won't have a little special treat at the end of it. We'll see how we go. ABS. What does it do? How does it work? Why do we need it? And can you outbrake it in an emergency situation? Well, what it does is it stops the wheels locking up. So in other words, you can heave on the brakes as hard as you like, and the front wheel and the back wheel will keep turning and you'll have full control of the motorcycle. Just when you think someone's going to go, they don't. Where was I? You'll have full control of the motorcycle. And how it works is it has a sensor on the front wheel and a sensor on the back wheel, and the computer's constantly monitoring the speeds of the two wheels. And if at any time when you put the brakes on, it senses a change in rotational speed of those two wheels, it modulates the brake and it stops the brakes from locking up the wheels. It's very clever. And the KTM takes it one step further. It's got cornering ABS, which means it takes into consideration the lead angle of the bike as well. Not that I've put that to the test yet. We're not going to do that today though. Today is just a straight line braking test. Man versus ABS. Oh, look at that Shelby Cobra record there. Nice. One of those if parked in the shed would be awesome. Okay, that pink line there, I've got to be doing 100 kilometers an hour when I hit that pink line. I'm going to jam the brakes on, and then wherever she stops, up where Cal's doing the filming there, we'll put another line, and then we'll do a best of 3. Rightio, now we just got to get up here far enough so we're doing a stable 100 k's when we hit the brakes. Oh, this looks like a good spot here. I can turn around easy. Gloves on for this. Definitely gloves on. The plane up there is inspecting the power lines. Alright, here we go. Hit the line at 100 k's, jam the brakes on. Best of 3. Okay, 100 k's and brakes. Woo! Did you hear that? I didn't close the throttle very well. Right, I'm just going to put a rough line there. Just one dot of paint. And then we'll have another go. How's it going? Okay, that was first attempt. Here we go. There's the pink line. I tell you, it's hard to see that pink line at 100 k's. You've got to be right on it. And of course you think you're on a deserted road and along comes a car. I'm going to go down a little bit further this time just to give myself a bit more time to relax before I jam the brakes on. Rightio, just clean the lens from that dust. Sorry about that, folks. Right, here we go. ABS number 2. Okay, 100 k's. And on. Okay, that was a little tiny bit longer. I might have just been going a smidge quicker. We'll just do another line there. I'm going to run out of paint. This is a bit of a pain in the butt. Okay. Yeah, we'll just leave that line in the sun. What could possibly go wrong? Rightio. Attempt number 3. I'll tell you what could be the difference too is when I hit the brakes, that line is so hard to see. Still, there's only about a metre difference in those 2 marks, which is not too bad, I reckon. Rightio, third and final attempt with the ABS on. Here we go. Listen to the big V twin sing. 100 k's in a flash, holding it steady. Brakes on. Cannot jam on any harder. Oh wow, that was a little bit better. That's interesting. Well, I think I can't do it all day, so what I'm going to do is I'll take an average of those 3 stopping points, because human error obviously. And we'll call the middle one pretty close to where I reckon where we are. Now we'll see if we can beat that line with the ABS off. Rightio, this is it. ABS off. Keep pressed. Okay, no more ABS, not legal. Let's turn off the traction control while we're at it. Just because I can. See if we get up to 100 k's any quicker. Won't make much difference, I don't think. Alrighty. Do or die. Can we outbrake the ABS? Here we go. Man versus computer. 90. 100. Oh, whoa, easily. Wow, that's pretty cool. Whoa, my heart is absolutely thumping. All right, I'm going to put a line there, and then we'll give it another go. I'll just do a line with my boot. Actually, I'll do the paint. Just a little one. All right. Yeah, that was a pretty big improvement. That was probably 2 meters on the best attempt. Okay. This will be attempt number 2 with no ABS turned on, no computer backups. All skill and no responsibility. Rightio, my heart is still thumping, I tell ya. Attempt number 2, here we go. Feel a brake loose. Okay, 100 k's, steady at 100. Here we go. There's the line. Oh, jeepers. Oh, nearly lost it. Oi. Wow, that was pretty dramatic stop. But once again, I think we just beat the ABS. Man, oh man. Right there. That was the stopping distance. Alrighty. Oh, I tell you what, that last one was hairy. I was swinging on those brakes. Very nearly come to grief. Rightio. Let's let's push it one more time. Here we go. In the starting blocks. Let it settle at 100. Smidge over. There's a line. Oh yeah. I think that proves it conclusively. You can outbrake the ABS. Whew. Oh, I tell you what, that ABS does a pretty good job. Have a look how loose that gravel is. Oh man. That was pretty neat. Alrighty. Just going to find a bit of shade up here. Whew. So, you thought doing it on the dirt bike was pretty easy, eh? Wasn't too hard to beat the ABS. Well, remember I said we're going to have a bit of a surprise? We're going to try out some real action now. That's right. Can we outbrake the ABS on the Ninja? That's the question. This could end in tears. We're about to find out what's going to happen. Alright, here we go. Same as before, couple of runs with ABS on, then a couple of runs with the ABS off, and we're going to hit that pink line at 100 k's. Oh, right in the word go, no traction. There's the line. Hear the traction control kicking in. I won't have any problem getting to 100 k's though. Oh yeah. This will be interesting. We always know how a dirt bike's going to perform on a gravel road, but something with virtual racing tyres on it. Here we go, we're off. 60. Whoa, slip slide. 100 k's. Nearly there. Pink line. Here it comes. I missed it. Yeah, we're going to do that again because I totally did not see the pink line. I think because I'm down quite a bit lower on the Ninja. Oh no, I can't even turn around. Okay, here we go. We're gonna have another go. See if we can hit the see if we can hit the braking marker this time. There really needs to be like a post on the side of the road. Right, 100 k's, here we go. Pink line coming up. There it is. Yeah, well, there you go. That was pretty interesting. We're going to go and have another go at that. That actually pulled up surprisingly well. I wasn't expecting it to stop that well. I mean, it was probably about 4 or 5 meters longer than the KTM. Okay, yeah, my mistake. I didn't take much notice of where we stopped. I'm just going to put a mark here. I think this is pretty close to where it was. We had a look at the other footage. Okay, that was the Ninja, first attempt. Off we go again. Attempt number 2. And you can see the best effort there on the KTM. Yeah, that's a good probably 4 or 5 meters shorter. Alright, attempt number 2. ABS brakes on. Traction control struggling to get any power to the ground. 100 kilometers an hour. Red line's coming up. Yeah, that's interesting. I can definitely feel it doesn't pull up anywhere near as hard as the KTM, but of course you wouldn't expect it to on road tyres. Alright, we'll put a mark there. That was a little bit longer than last time. X marks the spot. That's what we've got to beat. All right. That was the first attempt. That was the second attempt. That was the worst KTM attempt. That was the average of the two ABS. And that pink one back there is my best attempt.
Oh, yeah.
So now I've got to go and pull the ABS sensors off. Now, unfortunately, on the Ninja, it doesn't have a facility to turn the ABS off. So I'm going to have to actually disconnect the sensors in order to get a realistic appraisal of how she's going to go. Yeah, it's a warm day here today. Listen to those fans screaming. We'll turn those off, eh? So this is the ABS pickup for the front wheel, and as you can see here, this slotted plate is where this pickup gets its signal from to tell the ABS computer how fast the wheels are going. So there's one on the front and there's one on the back, and the computer is constantly monitoring the speeds between the two wheels, and when it senses that you've pulled the brake on, and then it senses a change in wheel speed, it thinks, whoa, one of the wheels is locked up, and so it modulates the braking pressure. Now I'm just going to tie this sensor up here out of the way, because I don't want it going into my wheel. That would be inconvenient. Like that. And we'll do the same with the one on the back. And as you can see here, it's got that same plate and the same little magnetic pickup. Basically, the pickup's just a Hall effect sensor, and it just generates a little electric signal every time there's a hole and then a piece of metal comes past it, and so it counts the speed at which those go past the magnet, or the computer counts, and from that it determines what speed your wheel's doing. And it has a secondary effect as well as operating your speedo. Rightio, ABS disconnected. I bet you the computer's going to whinge about that. Okie dokie, here we go. No ABS. And probably no traction control. No, absolutely none. Because once again, the pickups aren't detecting the difference between the rear wheel going faster than the front wheel, and so therefore cutting the spark to the spark plugs and reducing engine power. Yeah, got the ABS warning light up on the dash now, of course. Alright, this is a bit of a worry. Here we go. Oh, no speedo. I don't know how fast I'm going. I have to do it by the tacho. Okay, that's 100 k's approximately. Whoa! Woo! Not too shabby at all. Not too shabby. Wow, that was pretty hairy. I'll just put a line there. Alright, that was attempt number 1. That was a good 2 meters shorter than the best ABS attempt. I'm going to run out of pink paint. Alright. Last attempt. Here we go. Keeping in mind that 3,500 RPM in 6th gear is 100 Ks. That's it, the back wheel's not just spinning crazily like that. So that'll be 100 Ks there, or thereabouts. Whoa. Yeah, I missed not having the ABS. I think I might have been going a bit slow on that last run actually, to tell you the truth. And it doesn't turn around corners quite as good as a KTM. Okay, this is the last run. Here we go. Fourth, fifth, sixth, 3,500 RPMs, 100 Ks. Ready to jump on the brakes. And now. Whoa! Oh, that was close. Yes. Woo! Wow, there you go. I reckon, confirmed, you definitely can outbrake ABS, even on the road bike, with what could only be classed as some pretty good quality road tyres. The old Mitchy Power Pilots. There you go. Both times a good 2 meters short of the line, but still a long way short of the KTM, of course, with knobbies on it. Well, there you go. Interesting experiment, and best of all, we didn't drop the Ninja. Wow, can you believe it? I was able to outbrake the ABS. I had my doubts. And I think my best was probably about 2 meters short, and my worst was about as good as the best ABS performance. So on average I definitely outbraked it by a couple of meters. But what you got to remember is that is me 100% concentrating on the task at hand, which is hitting that line at 100 Ks and then jamming the brakes on and trying to feather them to pull up quicker than what the computer can do it. In reality, unless you're on the racetrack, that's not going to happen. Unless you're racing someone on a bush track, you know, or really trying, you're not going to outbrake that ABS in every day-to-day riding. And if you're just cruising down the road like now, not really thinking too much about what's going on, and something happens, something jumps out in front of you, a kangaroo or a car swerves to the wrong side of the road, there's no way you could pull up as quickly as the ABS in that situation, because you're just not ready for it. So conclusion, you can outbrake the ABS, but supplemental conclusion is leave it on unless you're out there racing, that's for sure. Interesting experiment, wouldn't you agree? Very interesting. Okay. So you reckon doing it on a dirt bike was pretty easy? Move on! I think I'm just going to attach this up under here. Cut! Cut! Take two. And Manu, action.